You say something first.
No, you go first.
I'm just kidding. Hi, everybody. Dr. Hooten here at Hooten Family Healing Center in Dallas, Texas with the lovely...
Emily.
Emily, do you have a last name?
Trinkle.
Emily Trinkle. Emily has great testimony, so if you don't mind, Emily, sharing with the world here what you were dealing with before you started care here and before, obviously, you started working here.
Yeah, for sure. So I had a lot of issues going to the bathroom. I had a lot of hormonal issues, acne.
So what were your bathroom issues? What were your potty issues?
Yeah, so I couldn't go to the bathroom for like 2 weeks.
Constipated?
Mm-hmm. And like was taking laxatives, was taking Dulcolax, everything that the Walgreens and my doctor told me to take, I was taking. And literally, and when I tell you this, you're not going to believe me, but literally nothing worked. Like, in the slightest.
Had you been to the doctor about constipation?
Yes.
So they had, said try this medication over the counter or whatever?
Yeah, they even told me that I had, I don't even remember what they told me. They told me I had IBS, constipation version, which we didn't even know existed.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
To which they say there's no cure.
Mm-hmm.
And then, had you been to chiropractors before me?
Yeah, so I went a couple times whenever I was hurting from volleyball or whatever sport.
Okay. So that's the picture of Emily when she came in. Now, if you look at her, she doesn't look sick or anything. In fact, she never looks sick. Always had that big, pretty smile on her face and just, trying to spread joy and love. You would never know that she was sick. And I know many of you out there are hurting, whether it's a digestion issue like she had or constipation, or maybe it's shoulder pain or neck pain or hip pain. And that's why we're doing this video. We want to give you a real clear path on how to get out of that.
Yeah.
How are you doing today, by the way?
Awesome.
So
I'm doing great.
So you've been under care and working here for well, you've been working here over a year.
Yeah. I've been under care here for, I think, 2.5
2.5, almost 3 years.
Like that, yeah.
Are you pooping pretty good?
Oh, yeah. No worries. We're good.
Yeah. So how long did that take before you started pooping well?
Well, first you have... after my first adjustment, honestly.
Nice. So how does that work? Because obviously I didn't work on her colon or anything like that. I'm a chiropractor. I mean, my specialty is getting the spine to function right. Mm-hmm. And if you think about it out there, your spine, your nerves are in charge of how your colon functions. Really the intelligence that God put in us, that innate ability to work right. Like you don't have to think about a cut healing on your arm. It just heals. Well, your colon is trying to work via your brain and central nervous system. So my job is to make sure that that is working. Mm-hmm. Most of you out there, and I'm just speaking from data, most of you out there have a spine that's not right. It's what we call subluxated. It's jammed up in there. It's blocking your brain from getting to your body. And if you do that, your body's going to have trouble, whether it's in a colon or in your foot or high blood pressure or sciatic pain or whatever. You've got to get your spine properly functioning. So that's what we started doing with Emily. And voila, her body fixed itself, if you think about it. I mean, who fixed your colon?
My body fixed itself. It was awesome.
And who gave you that healing power?
God.
Yeah, we totally rely on God and the power that He put in each and every one of you to work and fix you and heal you. So I don't take credit for healing anybody. I take credit for getting the spine to work. Then the healing is up to you. So some people have come in and they've had immediate results like that, where their colon just started working. And I know along the way you would have some periods of constipation, but it would always go away. I've seen a 5-year-old with ulcerative colitis get her first adjustment, and she never had another issue with colitis for the last 5 years. I've seen that happen. I've seen it take people years to get their colon right. So our job isn't to try and fix a symptom. It's to get your body working so that you heal as best you can. So our job is to get your nerves working, allowing your body to do its best, to heal at its utmost potential. Okay, and that's very clear. You don't want me trying to take away pain. In fact, the nerve signal is that's your body's way of telling you that something is wrong. So we want to get to what's actually wrong, and it's going to come down to the health of your spinal cord.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you come into the office, I had a real similar issue. I had a lung problem. It spread into my kidneys. I was taking all this medication as a child. The chiropractor that worked on me, she never talked about my lungs or my medicine or anything like that. My spine was jacked up. It was subluxated. So she started working on that. I started breathing better, got off all those steroids. I started growing again, and here I am today. I don't get you know what I remember about my childhood? The allergies. I remember pumping on this inhaler all the time, but man, every single morning I could not breathe. And at night it was the same story. So I was taking stuff to go to bed, taking another something to wake up in the morning, and it was a nightmare. Just the allergies part and the pressure on my head, the sinus headaches, that all started going away when I was 13 and I started getting properly adjusted. So we went to a chiropractor that focused on my spinal health, not my symptom. And that's what the point of this video is today. For you to get well, hear me please, and if you don't understand, pull my team over, shoot us an email, help us to explain this to you. If you try and treat your symptom, whether it's a digestive problem, a sinus problem, or a sciatic pain, if you try and treat your symptom, you're not getting to the cause, and you cannot get healthy that way. I know it seems like the symptom is the cause, or a herniated disc or whatever. Those are all symptoms. You have to get your spine working. The cause is your spine is not functioning properly. That is the cause. Mm-hmm. So you get that working, now your body can start to heal at its best potential. Now, some people have let so much damage build up that like a scar. I've got a scar on my knee from a cut when I was a kid. That scar is not going away. I mean, once there's enough damage built up, you may not have the ability to totally heal 100%. But would you be better off with pressure on or off your spinal cord?
Off.
Would you be better off with pressure on or off that disc? Mm-hmm. See what I mean? So you can always get some level of improvement just by improving the health of your spine. And like I said, I did not fix constipation. The chiropractor that worked on me as a child did not fix my lungs or anything like that. We work on the spine. So what you need to do here, thank you, Emily. I'll turn you loose. Everybody say bye to Emily.
Bye.
Thank you very much, and you can open it if you want to.
Okay.
So what you want to do when you come into the office is focus on getting your spine working. So even if you're hurting a lot, let's say you've got a lot of neck pain or sciatic pain or foot pain or whatever the pain, okay, I get it. We know you're hurting. We also know for you to quit hurting, what you need to do is shift your focus from the pain as best you can. Pray it off. Take a breath before you come in. Don't sit here and regurgitate to us that you're hurting every single time you're in here. We know that. We don't want you to hurt. And the way out of that is to focus on getting your body to function. There is no plan B there. If you want to quit hurting, when you come in, take a big breath. Know your body is trying to heal itself. Get to focusing on taking care of your spine. So that's where the wobble exercises come in. Make sure you're getting your whole spine involved. A lot of people just move their hips around and they don't really move their head. Get your spine working. I do 100 of these every morning in each direction. All right, at least do 30, 40, or 50 while you're in the office. Get your metabolism cooking even. You sweat a little bit. Get your heart rate up. Really get your spine loose as best you can, even if you're hurting. Like, a lot of you have a real hot back. Take it easy when you're wobbling, but at least get it moving. Then when you go into the room, take a breath. If you focus on your pain, that is going to inhibit your healing. There's a real hormone involved. It's called cortisol. If you're stressing out about it, it's going to keep you from healing that much more. So get as loose as you can. Lay down and relax. All right? When I come in, when the doctors come in, let us focus on removing that pressure from your spine, adjusting the cause, removing the buildup of subluxation, and watch. If you'll do that, if you'll really focus and take a breath and just know that your body is trying, your body doesn't give up. Even no matter how bad you hurt, your body doesn't ever give up. If you'll focus on that, you'll watch the results just skyrocket. Now, obviously, if you have a new injury or something, or if you're under care for a couple of months and things aren't going in the right direction, let my team know. There's always going to be something you're missing, though. Maybe you're not doing your exercises at home. Maybe there's a stretch you forgot how to do. Whatever the case is, listen. I've seen so many people heal, not just in my personal family. You know, I have a lady under care who had 10 spine surgeries, and I've watched her heal up. She's feeling better. I've had ladies given just a couple of weeks to live with cancer, and she's healed up. If all those people can heal up, I promise you, your body's trying. So really just take a moment and focus on how to get your body working. Part 2 is, don't put any junk in your body. You don't want to walk out of here and go across the street and eat fast food. And if I'm looking at my window right now, there's 3 fast food restaurants within 100 yards. Don't do that. Your body has got to build up itself based on the fuel that you put in. So it's really 2 parts. You can focus on that. Get your spine working through your home care every day, not every other day. When I ask people, how many of you are out there, if you want to be honest, I've said, hey, are you doing your exercises at home? And this is the standard answer. Not as much as I should be. Every day. Every day, every day. And you'll watch your spinal health improve and watch your future, your legacy improve because your body's functioning better. This is Dr. Newton signing off. Just want to give you an encouraging video. Remember, focus on taking care of your spine primarily, that your body can heal. And drugs are bad. God is great. And so are you. Love you guys. Talk to you next time.